At a community meeting tonight in the Cape over whether the Chiquita lock, which can stop boat traffic between some canal water and the river, should stay or go.
The city wants to get rid of it now that it has permission from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, or DEP for short. But some people want the lock to stay. 4 in Your Corner's Jillian Hartman brings you both sides of this heated debate.
I live here. You don't live here. I can't.
You locked into your canals in Matlacha?
What's the difference in that water and this water? That's an easy question.
Things quickly escalated inside the pavilion at Cape Harbor Marina, where residents expressed their differences on the Chiquita lock.
The lock is antiquated and it serves no function other than to have people back up at the lock.
Nora Allison says she's waited as long as an hour and a half to get her boat through the lock.
It makes no sense to have it there. It makes no sense.
Many agree with her. However, the president for the Matlacha Civic Association says removing the lock would cause pollution.
Keeping that lock in place also prevents the green guacamole, blue-green algae, cyanobacteria from entering the canal system.
And hurt wildlife.
Behind the barrier, we have people fertilizing their yards. We have pet waste. By pulling the plug, it just goes directly in and out to the estuary twice a day.
Although many residents tell us algae has still entered the canal with the lock there.
I've been here 17 years. I've watched the water for years and what happens.
Yet the marina general manager says the lock is a good security measure.
There has never been a vessel stolen from behind the lock. You have to go through a man lock to get it out, get it away from the dock.
And removing it could create tidal flow.
If we lose 3.5 feet of water back here on a low tide, these 50 and 60-foot boats are going to be sitting on their propellers on the bottom.
Even though some don't believe that's the case.
The most we have is a 1-foot tidal movement here. So there is no major tidal movement on either side of the lock.
Cape Coral resident Ron Austin says the lock is more than 40 years old, needing upkeep, which can be expensive. The lock's original purpose was to treat stormwater runoff. The Matlacha Civic Association and Coalition of Cape Coral Residents filed a lawsuit against the city and the Florida DEP preventing the removal of the boat lock. They will have an administrative hearing sometime next month where a judge will hear from both sides and make a final call on whether the lock should stay or go. Jillian Hartman, Fox 4, in your corner.
Thank you, Jillian. At least one